Hey guys, welcome to another video. No ride today. I was going to head to Kaminya and back to Esk, but I had a really bad night's sleep last night. Sinuses were giving me grief, so I didn't get much sleep. So I thought I'd just have a chill day and relax around the caravan park today here in Esk. The sun's up now, it's beautiful and warm. I think I'll get a nana nap in this afternoon though. Anyway, while I'm sort of sitting here chilling out, I've never really shown off my old Padge and my little home away from home. Now, the old girl, it's a 2002 Pajero. It's nothing flash, but it does me. I've had it for quite a few years now. It's never missed a beat. I was thinking about upgrading it, but in the end, if it ain't broke, why fix it? You know, this, it doesn't matter if I take in the bush and get a scratch or a dent in it. You know, if I get a new car and I do all the mods and everything, I've got a lot of mods already on it. So anyway, that's what I say. If it ain't broke, why fix it? Now, under the bonnet, it's a 4-cylinder 3.2 intercooled engine, diesel, and it gets along quite well considering it's a 2002 model. You know, it's got about 290,000 Ks on the clock, a little bit over that actually. Doesn't use any oil, doesn't blow any smoke, and gets along quite well. You know, the intercooled and direct injection diesels are far more superior in power than the old aspirated ones. Yeah, so under the bonnet also is my secondary battery. I have a 90 amp hour battery under the bonnet, and it's connected through a TJM projector battery management system, which I'm finding quite good. I've got the solar panel hooked up at the moment to just keep it ticking over. I haven't actually hooked up a solar panel on the top yet, but I'll get around to that one day. On the front, I've got an ECB or East Coast Bull Bars alloy winch bar mounted. I do have a winch to put on there. I just haven't mounted it yet. I'll do that in the next couple of weeks. Also, I've got a set of Kings. I can't remember what they're actually called, but they're a 7-inch LED driving light. They are quite good, very bright. You do get a little feedback off reflective signs, unfortunately. I suppose that's one of the crosses you have to bear when you buy a cheaper set of driving lights. Also, I've got my 6 dB aerial for the UHF. On the side, I've got AirTech snorkel, which helps with air circulation through the engine, but also to, you know, going through creek crossings and so forth. It's any Australian four-wheel driver will tell you that that's one of the first things you really need to put on a four-wheel drive if you do want to go out on some tracks somewhere. On the roof, I've got a Rhino rack, flat rack. That's, you know, throwing stuff up there, swags, whatever you need to do, kayaks. And I've also got my awnings mounted to the rear and the front. Now for the shoes, I've just got a set of, I think they're 265 75 16s, which pretty much the equivalent to a 32 1150 by 16. They're Dick Seppic Extreme Countries. Now, I used to have the old FC2s on my old Pajero, which were a great tyre. These Extreme Countries are the mud tyre rather than the FC2s being the all-terrain tyre. Underneath, front and rear, I have a 2-inch lift, and the lift kit is a TJM XGS Gold and the Gold Premium shocks. Now, I've just gone the one under the heavy duty shocks and springs, and the reason being is that I don't tow the van all the time. If I was towing all the time, I would have a heavy duty set under there. But because I'm not towing all the time, if I'd gone the heavy duty springs, I would have had a hell of a rough ride all the time. And so, look, I've got on the rear I've got a set of Airbag Man airbags, and so I can adjust the ride level and tension at the back for when I'm towing. And my little Jayco Penguin that I do tow, it really is only, I think, grosses out at about 1350 kilos. So I'm not pulling a great deal of weight anyway. Now in the back, of course, I've got a set of King's Titan draw systems, and again, I've got a lot of Kings on this car. For the budget friendly, they're okay. I've never really had any issues with their gear, from swags to awnings to drawers and to driving lights, you know. They aren't the best on the market, but they're certainly not the worst. On top of that, I've got the old Waco 40 litre. Now, I think I bought this fridge in 2010 and it has never missed a beat. It is good on power draw. Yes, the newer fridges today are even better than this, but again, if it ain't broke, why fix it or replace it? I have a direct line from the secondary battery through to the back for the fridge to power that. And if we come over here, you can see I've got some extra power outlets there and down there, and they run on a separate line. Reason being is that if you connect other power outlets to the same line as the fridge, it doesn't take much extra current to kick the fridge into low power mode and go into a default mode of battery saving. And so I've got separate lines, one for the fridge and the other ones on the other side go through a switch, a fuse box, and they run all my lights and any extra other stuff that I want to plug in. I've got my rear awning out. That just keeps some shade and also a bit of rain if you want to get in and out of the back while you're camping. And of course, if we come around here, is the living quarters and the bedroom and the kitchen, and my swag up the end. Of course, another, I think it's 2.5 by 3 metre awning off the front, and I've just got a couple of walls. Kookaburra's having a good laugh. Still going. Anyway, like I was saying, I've just got a couple of walls, one to the front and then one off the side, and that just gives me a bit of extra shelter from rain and sun and so forth, and just gives me a bit extra privacy. Down here again, another King's product, a double table, which I only just bought that before I come away. It's quite good. And I've just got a Gasmate twin butane stove. They just run on separate cartridges. And that does me while I'm travelling away. This is light, it's easy to pack up. And as you can see, there's my messy kitchen from breakfast this morning. And so, yeah, down on the floor, I've just got one of those ground sheets just to give me a bit of protection underfoot. And that is about it, guys. That's my whole setup. I've also got a secondary tank I'm waiting for. So that sub tank will give me another 81 litres. So with the 92 litre standard tank that's in the Pajero as is, that'll give me 170 odd litres. So that'll get me from Bundaberg to Melbourne on one fill. So I get about, even with all the mods on this and everything loaded up without the caravan, I get about 800, between 800 and 900 out of a tank. Under the drawers is the old seat well, because it's a 7-seater. There was a 2-seater dicky seat that would fold up out of the floor. Now I haven't got that seat in there at the moment because I've got the drawers in, and really the kids are getting to the age where they don't want to come along with me or their mother anymore. So the plan is I can buy a 90 litre water bladder that will fit in that seat well, and that'll give me 90 litres of water on board in the car as well. So that's it, guys. That's my little rough and ready car travel camping slash four-wheel drive, my everyday vehicle. It's been, like I said, it's been a great old girl, and yeah, you've got your Nissan nuts out there, your Toyota nuts out there, and everyone's got an opinion on what car works for them and what the best car is. But honestly, you know, this old girl's done me. I've had it, I think I've done probably the best part of 200,000 Ks on it. It was second hand when I bought it and quite a few years old, but had very low kilometres. But yeah, it's been a great old car. I love it. I won't be in any hurry to get rid of it. Yeah, so that's it. That's how I roll when I'm travelling in the car. Anyway, guys, cheers, eh? Ride, and in this case, drive safe out there, eh?